It's working? Cool. Great. Okay. So yeah, they both have to come to the middle of the wave, which means it's really easily gankable. If they're standing, like if Echo's standing right here and Zed's standing right here, it's really easy to just come around from the side or something. And bot lane is Jhin Karma versus Ashe Nautilus. So Ashe kind of gets dunked in this lane because Ashe has very little mobility and she's also pretty short ranged. And Karma is a really fucking annoying support where she just presses R, she walks up to you, and then she does a shit ton of damage and then just walks away. So since Ashe really has no response to that, she's gonna get dogged. This isn't even factoring in Jin's W and Jhin auto attacks and fourth shot and blah blah blah.
But what lane should I be playing for? Should I be
Top lane, mid lane, and then try to make sure your bot lane doesn't die too much.
Oh, so I'm prioritizing the mobile Darius and first, or whatever comes up.
Kind of whatever comes up, but your priority should be mid lane and in top lane. As soon as Echo hits level 6, then you're done. You're done mid lane. And for bot lane, try to gank when you see this wave is about to be pushed into their tower. Nautilus is a really easy support to gank for. Like if Nautilus hits a Q on Jhin, it's kind of game over for Jhin, or Karma for that matter. But you can't gank them if they're in the middle of the lane, right? Let me go down there so I don't have to use the minimap. If Jhin and Karma are standing right over here, right?
Right.
Because of Karma's speed up and Ashe is how's the word? Ashe doesn't do much till 6. She can't do much to help you during a gank. So after 6 is a different story. But before 6, if Jhin and Karma are standing right here, right? Because of Karma's speed up, she gets to her tower really fast and she's gonna bring Jhin with her. And it's gonna be hard for you to come around like this and make this gank work. If Jin's standing over here and Karma's over here, they run to this tower without dying if you gank. If they're pushed up to here, it doesn't matter who they're playing, because then it's a really easy gank. Other than that, bot lane level 6, if Jin's standing here and Karma's standing here, and this is the middle of the lane, and Ashe here, Nautilus here, it's a free gank after Ashe and Nautilus are 6, because Ashe throws the arrow, it hits someone, Nautilus CCs, Nautilus presses R. If you're there, the person should be dead, whoever they pick. So yeah, that's the essential breakdown of the game. And you also don't want to run into Rengar in the jungle because he'll kill you. And you can't run away from him as effectively because he'll just... If you run into a bush to get the move speed and then jump away, he's going to follow you with his jump.
Yeah. So I'm already past that.
I mean... So, not necessarily, right? If you start here, you end here, right? So... The pro here is that you are far away from Rengar, right? Rengar is over here, you are over here. He can't kill you, so I mean there's that. If their bot lane ends up early pushing to here, then you can kill them pretty easily because of Nautilus. Nautilus's Q, auto attack, blah blah blah. Starting either side here is fine. Since you're Nidalee, you can make use of your mobility more than Rengar can make use of his.
Wait, again.
Let's clear this. This is fine. Okay, wait, right? What the fuck? Okay. This is another micro thing. So you see how they're fighting bot lane? While you're doing your camps, do try to you don't even have to look at them with your screen. Just look at the icons on the minimap, right?
Right.
So can you see their icons?
Yeah, I can see right now they're not fighting. They're not fighting, and now they're fighting.
Yeah. When icons go on top of each other, right? So in top lane, if you see Darius's icon on top of Riven's icon, then you know that they're fighting. They're in contact. Same thing with bot lane, mid lane, whatever. Right? You don't have to necessarily look to know what's going on.
And even if it was even if I'm level 2, I still come down?
Not come down, but start... So you see how you run this way to kite? Don't do that. Run this way to kite. So as soon as you finish the buff, you're this much closer to helping your team.
Oh.
Like, okay, you could even just stop taking your camp, run down there, and help them. Since they're level 1 and 2, you being here would definitely make the difference. Even if you can only auto and then go in Cougar form and just like jump on them or something, or you don't have jump, so you're E and then Q, like whatever you can do here, it would be worth it. Like finishing the blue buff since it's already low and you have smite still, it isn't like a bad call, but going bot lane to help them out with this would be what's the word, like useful. So we see Jin die. As soon as we see, okay, see how you're pathing top lane? Opposite way, path bot side. Because you could have caught Karma here. If Karma dies anyway, it's cool, but you could have also caught her. But anyway, that being said, Zed just died. Can you pick this up? You should be able to pick this up. What? Okay. Fine. Works. Don't push this wave. Good. Yep, this holds it for him. Okay, we see Rengar here. He has 12 CS. Okay. So we know he took buff wolf. He did not take Scuttle Crab. He didn't take anything else. Just buff wolf camp. And he's shoving. You could. You could take this.
But he's mid, so he's like pretty close.
I mean, but you see him. So if you see him start to path this way, you run. Fuck, can I move the screen? If you see him start to come down, then you just run this way. Jump the wall. Because remember, he doesn't know that you would be taking his buff, right? You still have, like, the capability to escape. You just have to be watching him. As long as he's in mid, then you know exactly where he is. Like, right here is where you'd start leaving. If he's coming from, since he's coming from this side, right? Like, from the top side, then you just path downwards and hide somewhere. Or just do a full run through, like this. And get to Dragon Pit and then jump the wall. But, again, counter jungling is not necessary. And taking the Gromp and back is fine. That's fine. Do you have a ward? So, at the very least, if you're not going to invade, because you did walk through this way, just throw a ward here. Or here, or here. Somewhere here, just so you have vision of Wraith Camp. So when he goes to do it, you'll know where he is, and you'll know if he backs or not afterwards. So you should be bot lane here. See if you can get there in time. Okay, wait. What happened here? Like, this is one of those times where bot lane's a really free gank, because Jhin is very immobile, and we also still have this Nautilus, right? Wait, let me turn it so we can only see what's on your screen. Okay, there we go. Skank. Nice, okay, great. Good. Did you kill him too? Oof. Close. Don't die. Oh wait, never mind, you hit the spear. Great. Here, okay, here you shove this wave. You shove this wave because you kill these minions, and then all these minions, all of your team's minions, they just they stack up right over here, and then the tower just ends up killing them, and then it'll push back to you.
Yeah, so it resets. So when the tower's not hitting the minions, I don't push it, but when it is, I do.
Yeah. And then when it's on your tower, then it's the opposite.
Wait. So when it's on my tower, I
like it. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go over this again. So if enemy team's minions are sitting under your tower, you clear them. Okay. If the wave is like this, you clear it. And if the wave is sitting right here, okay. So I can make this easier. Every time it's close to their tower like this, every time your wave is in this box, just clear it. Just shove it in. You shove it in, it resets.
And wait, and if it's not?
What do you mean? If the wave is on your side, then you just leave it. If it's under your tower, then you clear it. So here, oops, what the fuck?
And if it's in the middle, you leave it alone?
Yeah, if it's in the middle, just leave it. There we go. Yeah, so here's clear, here's leave, and then over here under their tower is clear. And then in the middle is also leave.
So if it's hitting the tower, you clear it
Yes.
on any tower.
Yes.
Okay. And okay, go to quick for a second. So I forgot what you meant about like the thing where they run back into the woods.
Oh, okay. So you know how if you kill wolf camp, there are 3 wolf camps, right? You know how if you kill 1 and 2, then the 3rd one just sits there, right?
Right.
The same thing is not true for Krugs. Okay, because Krugs only has 2 minions, right? The game registers it as 2 minions. There's this minion and this minion, right? So if you killed this one and killed this one, then the game sees it as you cleared the whole camp. You did the camp already. It spawns like a bunch of other little Krugs.
For
But
bonus gold if you want to.
yeah, if you want to. But if you just walk away, then what ends up happening is all those baby Krugs, they just, I don't know, they just go back into the woods and disappear. And the camp resets. It goes on cooldown. So that's what I meant. So if you just kill these 2 and walk away, the camp resets. Yep. And then if you watch, you see on the minimap how the icon's gone?
Yeah. That means it's gone.
Yeah, that means it's gone. So if you put a ward there, what you'd see is the Krugs, they just like run back into the woods or something. Like they just, it's their despawn animation. So they run into the woods and you see the camp is down. That's what I meant. So you see how it took Nidalee about 3 seconds to clear the entire camp, but taking those little fuckers takes another, like more than doubles the time it takes to take.
Yeah. Not
yeah.
efficient.
Yeah. Oops, self pen on. Cause yeah, you got the main camp and oh, he got there in time before they despawn. They take like 10 seconds to despawn, and he also stepped on your trap there, so we have vision of him. We know where he is. So we know he can't take that. We also saw his CS. Click game. 23 CS. Holy shit, what happened top lane?
Yes, press the attack.
No, do you see this? Do you see this?
Yeah.
Remember I told you 530 is when people hit 6? Let's check this Riven's XP bar. She's almost 6. Mid lane? He's fucked. Things went, oh, cause he died a bunch, okay. But yeah, this fucking,
I think the Darius went DC.
oh, okay, that makes sense then, as for why he's fucking so far behind. Cause yeah, this is like unacceptable. Him being level 3.
Should I have like camp? Even
Just
if
dive him. Just dive him. She's gonna hit 6 very soon. This wave that just pulled in, you see this wave? The caddy minion that just came up? This is the wave that spawns at 530. And like I said, 530 it'll give Riven level 6 because she was here the whole time. This kid isn't even close, okay?
What if I had like a Nasus instead of a Riven instead of Darius? Like, do I still camp?
You can gank him if Darius is pushed up to like here, right? Because Nasus can use Wither, and then like Darius has to run a really long way plus Wither, right? Fucking Wither. But if Darius is fed or if Darius is level 6, like ganking is starting to look like not such a good idea, right? Because what can Nasus do to help you realistically? He can't do much. He's a late game champion, so within like laning phase, he does like 1/5 of Darius's damage. So like you're gonna gank and Nasus is gonna use Wither, Nasus is gonna do 200 damage, and Darius is probably gonna kill someone. Okay, so this counter gank ends up being really good. That was a nice spear. Okay, don't die.
Yeah, I shouldn't have got it.
Yeah, Nidalee is still a really squishy champion. She's not tanky like that, so you hit him, right? Like, if Rengar was standing here, and you were over here, then it's fine. Because you have to go under tower for this, and you already have such little HP, so like, one tower shot would take you, let me use blue. One tower shot would take you to like here, no, a little higher. Here. 2 tower shots take you to here, and you have all these minions hitting you as well. You only, after 2 tower shots, you'd have like 70 to 80 HP. Something will kill you. Let's go. Yeah, and he also ends up flashing that. If he didn't flash that, you would have gotten it, but you'd still have died because of these minions. Like you see, he didn't even touch you. All he did was flash your thing and you died. So yeah, that was greed. Don't need to greed for it. Alright. He also took his blue buff, I think? Right? Let me go back.
Yeah, and I gave it back to him.
Oh, and then, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I was like, did you die with blue buff? But yours didn't even spawn you.
Transfer complete.
So, it's fine.
Okay, so...
So we see where Rengar is. We know that his red buff is spawning now. You know that he doesn't have flash.
Right.
You know that he hasn't chopped yet. Right, like if you hit tab, you can see... Oh, fuck's sake.
Did you see
If you hit tab, you see that he only has this Caulfield's hammer. You know that he's half HP, right? So he's 50%, right? 50%. He hasn't chopped, and his red buff is up. He's probably seeing his red buff timer and is like, oh, I want to go take red buff. If he comes over here and you come and path like this, you can kill him really, really easily. He has no healing mechanic within the jungle. It's either you gank him at his red buff or you gank this bot lane. Nice jump, okay. Okay, bot lane works. Okay, wait, wrong. Remember, not this way, this way. It takes like an extra second, but what ends up happening is that you see how not... So Karma, as soon as she sees you here, this is vision, right, or right here, this is vision. As soon as she sees you there, she's going to start running this way. Away from you three. If you path this opposite way from behind her, then she's going to see you here, and she's going to have to run towards you. So you hit the spear, and then even if she like decides to just walk backwards for even a second, then she goes into Nautilus's range.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be.
Yeah, and we wait, what? Did he just int? So she dies, okay, and that happens. He's dead.
So the jungle's open.
Yeah. Wraith camp, really good. Okay, also another small thing, I can't show you in game right now because it doesn't let me see it. But so when you're farming jungle camps, you want to farm camps that are the same level as you. And what I mean is this. So this is like fucking, it's hard to keep track of because it's, I don't know how to explain it. So when you,
Yeah, like the more you kill it, the higher level it is.
kind of, yeah. So all camps start at level 1, right? And then they level up to level 2. And they'll stay level 2 until like 8 minutes, unless you kill them. When you kill a camp, you reset its level. So when you kill wolves initially, right? The first wolf camp you clear, when you clear buff wolf camp, that wolf camp is level 2. And then when it spawns again, it'll be level 3. If you clear it again, it'll go to level 4. If you don't clear it at level 3, after like 2 minutes, it'll go to level 4. And then if you don't clear it again, after like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, then it'll go to level 5. The reason this is prevalent is because if you don't clear Krugs for the first 4 minutes, it goes from level 1 to level 2 to level 2. It stays level 2. It stays at level 2. So if you make the attempt to path from like your Wraith camp to here, and let's say you're level 5, if you're level 5 taking a level 2 camp, it gives you like next to nothing. It just gives you next to nothing. So when you're jungling, just try to make a habit of just click the jungle camp and look at their level, just so you can understand how much XP it's giving you. You don't need to like do like analysis on it or whatever. Just like get into the habit of just looking at the jungle camp levels. Because let's say that you're counter jungling him and you see his Gromp and his Gromp is level 2, and it's like fucking 5 minutes into the game, you know that he didn't clear Gromp one time. Because if you clear Gromp one time, it goes to level 3 or 4, depending on when you clear. So you know that he didn't clear this one time.
Wait, but how do you look at the level?
Click on it. If you I can't do it from spectate, I don't know why. But so like for raptors, if you click on any raptor, like right here, right over here, you can't see that because it's in pink.
Yeah, I don't know how I fell.
right over here, there's like a little level.
I died on the boat.
And
it's-
if it was 2 or down, and I'm like live or level 5 or up, I just don't clear.
Yeah, just leave it. Or clear the big one so he is forced to pick up the scraps that are
But I
shitty
died
scraps.
first on the boat,
You know what I
and
mean?
then it just put me
Like,
in the water.
so let's say this camp right here is level 2. So just like you don't have to like not clear to something, still clear it, right?
Just use your high
For
jump
now,
button.
just start to get in the habit of looking at XP and how much it'll give you, right? Let's say that you were like this is your XP bar, right? And you're halfway through, you're halfway filled. And you're clearing this camp and you're like, okay, does this camp give me level 6, right? If you click on it and the camp is level 2, it'll give you
Is that a glitch?
it'll give you this much. Maybe less. If you click on it and the camp is level 5, it'll give you the full bar.
Oh no! Oh no!
If you're
This is a
level
responsible
5
spot.
and this is level 6 at the end
Punch
of the
her,
bar.
just punch her.
That's the difference. So
You were just gonna let her.
when you clear camp, so if you go to your wolf camp right now, it's going to be level 5 or level 6. If you go to your Krugs right now, it's going to be probably level 3 or level 4. That's just for like XP purposes, and after you get into the habit of just like clicking and just reading it, it's like seeing what's up, then you'll start to understand like XP in the jungle better.
Oh no! It's on me.
Because when I see, you know, junglers that are like, oh, catch up XP is broken, blah 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 blah, it's because they're level 5 clearing level 2 camps, and they do it constantly. They clear camps that are lower than them, and thus they don't get as much XP. So they're AFK farming jungle camps that aren't giving them as much XP. And then you look at Korean junglers, and they specifically clear their camps so that later on they can clear a higher level camp than them, and they get the catch up XP. They're junglers. There's like, I forget his name, like MXG or something, some shit like that. He like abused the fuck out of catch up XP during Worlds last season. Oof, your ball line's taking a beating. This is a good gank. Yeah, and this is the kind of thing I'm talking about, so let me back up. Where when you come from behind, right, they have absolutely no option. Like, do you see what Jin just did there? Because even the higher elo you get, they still do this. Look at this. So you come in. Okay, you're in vision right here. You are in vision. Watch what Jin's character does. Just watch what he does.
What?
You see that? He clicks here, and then he clicks here. Because Karma did it too. She clicked here, and then she's clicking here. Her champion's pointing this way, and it's because she's clicks. Your champion points in the way you click. So she clicked here, and then she clicked here. And it's because they're so indecisive. And it's like a minor thing, and usually it won't like make the difference between like a life and death situation, but you can see how people play. Like, you can just see their clicks. Nice spear. Yeah. You can see their clicks, and then players in the same elo, they all play like the same way. Laners especially, they're all like really, really predictable. And even though they're different players, different champions, whatever, they all play in WoW. She's WoW. They all play in like predictable patterns. Taking this is really good because he entered.
Yeah, but nobody came to really follow
Oh
up.
fuck. Yeah, they didn't come. Alright, it's fine. So the call was good, although team didn't come. It's fine. And the enemy team also was there. Otherwise I would have said finish it. Oh, they're taking it now. Have to go contest. No. Okay. So you see how Ashe threw her ulti there?
Yeah, but my team didn't have. Like my team wasn't around me.
So you see Rengar running over here? You're coming from base, right? Yeah. So right here, stop doing this, and just come your Nidalee, right? So you can just sit in here, in this box, and you can just throw spears at them and make them leave. If your spear hits Rengar, that's gonna do like 1/3 of his HP. Now if you hit 2 spears, he has to leave the pit. You could have maybe stopped the dragon, I'm not saying for sure, but I'm not saying, you don't have to engage on them. Okay, if you just sit here and you just throw spears and make them choose, they either stay in stay in the pit, they stay here, and they get hit by you, or they leave. And it depends on how much they value this dragon and if they can even get it. Like, if you hit this Rengar and he immediately loses half of his HP, and then you hit the Jhin, and then Jhin loses half of his HP, they're going to think twice about staying on that dragon. Because whoever gets hit by the next spear is probably going to die. Alright, so we clear that. Rengar ganks top lane.
Low leveled.
Hmm?
My Krugs are like low leveled because I haven't cleared them.
I think so, yeah, I think they are. Let me see. Maybe I can watch their XP bar, because I don't know why it just doesn't show fucking... I can't see their level. Yeah, I have no way to see it. Alright, so let's see your XP bar.
It was barely nothing. Wasn't it?
Yeah, it went up very little. So yeah, your Krugs were under-leveled. And that is, so like, if you have nothing else to do in your jungle, so here taking Krugs is fine, right? But if you have to pick between taking Krugs for like level 6 or ganking top lane, understanding that this Krugs will not give you level 6 because they are under-leveled would be the different, like, it helps you make that like really quick split second decision. Oh, this is fucking free. Holy shit. Alright, counter jungling this is fine. Try to get to this fight. Echo used his ulti. What the lag? Yeah, you can just kill people. Yep, good. Auto. Okay, good. Yeah, don't dive that. He was too far. Your W wouldn't have made it to him. Wait, no, don't back here. Here you don't back. Here you stay with your team and push the tower. Here's why. He's dead. This bitch is dead. She just respawned. He has to back. You know where Darius is. Darius is down here. I think Rengar's trapped on your trap, so you know where he is. So if Rengar comes and defends this, Rengar can't 1v3. Rengar cannot sit here and deal with Ashe and Nidalee. He can't deal with both. Because you know where everyone is. So you don't need to back. This tower should take a lot of damage here. Karma just got here, doesn't really matter. Yeah, this tower should have died if you were here. Because it lived at 550 HP. You do a lot more than that. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Okay. This is awkward pathing. But you didn't die, so that's fine. My spear. Okay, wait a minute, back up. So do you see how right here, don't go and clear your camp here. Still, sit around here and keep throwing spears, keep forcing them to leave. Because a fight starts to break out right here and you should be here for this. You're really far away right now. That ends up being fine though. Nice heal. Wait a minute. To that spear. You could have killed him. The Darius. See his HP. You jumped near him? Never mind, you weren't in range. Oh wait, what?
He got like burned or something. Did I actually have red buff?
You didn't have red buff. You did smite him. He did have an ignite on him, that's what it was. It was ignite plus smite. Okay, flash away. You should end up getting out of this unless Karma flash kills you. Yeah, don't go back in. She'll kill you. Nice spear. Good. Okay. Didn't go as well as it could have. But I don't think that's your fault. Hmm?
If I would have gotten there earlier, it would have been better.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure because Darius ended up dying anyway, so I'm not sure. Also Riven was just fucking AFK for that entire fight. This counter jungle is really good. You should be posturing for this dragon in 30 seconds. You guys are on the right side of the map. Just be aware that this dragon is on the field in 30 seconds. So this fight, okay. Go back. So dragons in 50 seconds, right? From this point.
Right.
Dragons in 50 seconds. So this fight doesn't need to happen at all. Because this dragon is going to spawn really soon. Your Zed is top lane, your Riven is bot lane, and best case scenario, this is like a 3v4.
Speaking bad human being.
3v5 actually, they're all 5 of them are here. Unlucky. At least they're really low. Okay.
Yeah, it's only because like I thought it was gonna.
Yeah,
like,
you
jump
thought you
on
were gonna jump on you, yeah. That's fine. To get another dragon. You can't let dragons go like this when you had the lead. Like, you've had the lead on this Rengar this entire game. And then he's starting to come back because he's getting these, like, free things that he shouldn't get. Both of these dragons should have been yours. If you have to spam ping your team to not chase this fight over here and to instead go this way, then do it. Because if your team... Game, come on. Okay. If your team pathed this way 30 seconds before it spawned, got vision here, and just sat here, sat right here, then they can't come here. Whoever is red side, whoever's top side of the map has priority on dragon, and then whoever is bottom side of the map has priority on baron. Because of the way these pits are shaped. Because if you're a blue side, you can't, if blue side wants to take dragon, Rengar side, then they have to come here. They have to come to you, on your side. If you want to take dragon, you can pull it out over here, and your escape is very easy. Their escape is not. Their escape involves leaving the pit or flashing the wall. You can't leave like this. And same thing goes for Baron pit, which is why LCS teams like blue side. Because blue side can just do this with their Baron. Red side cannot. Red side can't go anywhere. They're very stuck. If your team postured like this in the very beginning for 30 seconds, and you control this entire area on the map. That entire pink area. With vision, and Rengar can't come near you guys. And then you just move over here and take this. And I don't even know what's happening here. So you get one, okay. You get, wait, what? You get two? For one? Okay. If you guys can kill this Rengar, that would be huge. Nice, good. Good stuff. Okay, counter jungle this and then shove your mid lane. Unless those arrow hits. Holy fuck, that's insane. Okay, wait, this is not good though. Okay, let me back up. Okay. So you have to like do a little bit of like
I believe in him. He just hasn't proved himself.
like pros and cons here, or like measuring. I don't know how to put it. Your Riven doesn't have ulti. Riven doesn't have summoners. Your Nautilus doesn't have ulti. Your Nautilus doesn't have flash. There are two people here. You know, this guy doesn't have ghost because he used it earlier to chase down Nautilus top line. So there are two people here, and this is a 2v3 currently. Your Ashe is bot lane. Your Ashe can very easily get this tower. You just need to give her some time. This lane, not this lane. This wave is over here. This wave is over here. This wave is this far away from the tower. This wave is this far away from the tower. Mid lane is really, you guys have a wave. If you come here, clear these 4 minions, this wave pushes into the tower, and you get some tower damage down, and you give this idiot time to get this tower for whatever reason she's down here. But she's already down there, so whatever. If you guys decide to fight this, your Riven has no ulti. She's like not useless, but like next to useless. This guy is just a meat shield without his ulti, and you are not sustained damage. Nidalee's a burst champion, that's why you take electrocute. She cannot like,
That was really good.
she's not gonna do like sustained damage like Rengar can or
She's so much.
fucking
Like, that
Ashe. I don't know.
just working up for full stop.
So staying here is really greedy. Even if the arrow hits, just get out of here. Because even if Karma didn't come here, she only hit you on Nautilus. Because they didn't need to get those kills. You guys have already won the fight. Or, yeah, have already won the fight. You could have shoved mid lane, forced Echo and Karma to come mid lane, and gave Ashe time to get the tower. Wow. This Karma's just hinting. Zed is just hinting. So now it's ARAM, okay. Okay, not even sure how she dies there. You're on the... Okay, so they're diving mid lane and you need to be there. Because your entire team is dead. And you can't be... There's no point in counter jungling now. When you're losing towers.
Oh, Victoria's gonna. No. No, that's a big one.
So Nidalee is one of these champions, like Lee Sin and Elise, whose usefulness
They got it.
gets lower and lower as the game goes on.
I was-
And end condition right now
That was really good.
is taken Baron. Nice, double kill. Where's your Ashe? Dead. That's really suck. Okay. This, okay. Nice Jonians there. We're still dead. Yeah. Trying to figure out if you could have outplayed this. He has full ferocity, so you're definitely getting bopped. And that guy just got killed. I mean, yeah, okay. I don't think you could avoid that. Besides just not being there, I don't think you could have avoided dying. And now they take the Baron. Oh, no, they don't. This is Air Drake, doesn't matter. Yeah, and so in late game, Rengar has a lot more scaling and a lot more priority than Nidalee can have. Nidalee just doesn't have the capacity to have that much power. Like, he can do that, you can't do that. They get this. And they move to Baron. And then take Baron, and then the game is over. The game is over here. And it goes on for a little more. So even though you're 12-3, effectively, like, Nidalee just can't do as much as Rengar can. So this is just goose chasing.
So would you say like Nidalee's kind of like a ticking time bomb, kind of like recent?
Sort,
Like
yeah, like a time bomb, but like the opposite way. So like she has a huge usefulness early game, and then it just goes downwards.
Well, that was because
Like if you were to make a graph of fucking like Nidalee's usefulness, right? So if this is the time and this is usefulness, it's like this. And for Rengar's usefulness, this is Nidalee. Fucking, let me do this. Blue is Rengar, right? Rengar's is like this. Rengar has a nice mid game spike. His early game is not that bad, but it's not that strong either. And his late game is really good.
that was
Or
completely blind shot by Will.
he's an assassin, so yeah, his late game's gonna be good in certain matchups.
Corner and shot without really-
This is this graph over here goes for like Nidalee, Elise, fucking Lee Sin,
That was probably telling them mistakes.
I don't know, Rek'Sai. All those really early game champions. And then the Rengar graph goes for Rengar, Kha'Zix, Eve, Kayn, yeah. That's how you have to like view the scope. So ideally you want to end the game here or here. This is where you want to end the game. Anytime before this is where you want to end the game. This is end. Because once you go past that point, so right here, let's say you're like, I don't know, 30% useful, right? Rengar's already hitting like 60% useful. And even if you counter jungle the fuck out of him, eventually the game will get to a point, eventually at some point, where he will outpower you, even if he's feeding. So you want to try to end the game before it gets to that point. And depending on how badly he's doing, it might be 30 minutes, or it might be 40 minutes, or it might be 50 minutes, but it's inevitable. It will happen eventually. This game needed to end a lot earlier. Because it goes on so long, it's not winnable. Like, I don't want to say it's not winnable, but it's not winnable. Wait, did you guys just get Elder? Is that Elder? No, that was Infernal Drake. Okay. Yeah, it's game. Because now it's a 4v5. Yeah, that's game. This game should have ended a while ago. Between the dragons and also just, if you're on this side of the map, just solo the Rift Herald. You can solo it. Takes you like 15 seconds, 25 seconds, something like that to solo it. I don't know what it is for Nidalee. For Elise, it's like 20 seconds to solo. For Kha'Zix, it's like 25. Like right here, so here, instead of running like this around here, try to go for this. Try to go for this. Secure this, and then use it to bust down mid towers. You have to keep your eyes on objective, because, like, looking back on this game holistically, you ran around the map counter jungling a lot, which is good in the early game, but as you move further away from like 10 minutes, look for objectives. So dragons, they already have like, oh, this is laggy as fuck. It did not reset. They do not have 3 dragons. At this point, they have like 2 dragons or something, or 1 dragon. I think it's 1 dragon. Yeah, they got the Infernal Drake. So, got this, the objectives, right? Like on the map, there's dragon, right? There's rift, and then there's these tier 1 towers. Bot lanes is already gone, top lanes is already gone, dragon is gone, so there's still rift, and then you can use rift to get that other objective that's on the map. If you force yourself to look for objectives, so fucking dragon, rift herald, blah blah blah, it forces you to speed the game up and end it. Because there's a lot of chances that you have to push a tower or to push Rift Herald or Dragon or something, and you ignore them. And it will help end the game. Because this game should have been over for your team by like 20 minutes. Should have been a 20-minute end. Because Rengar literally got like 3 kills in the span of like 4 minutes because of just like skirmishes for no reason. If you guys grouped it as a 5-man at like 12 minutes and then just like ran to Rift Herald to mid lane, you guys could have ended the game by 18, 19 minutes. And like coordination is hard to do in solo queue, but this isn't like hard coordination, this is easy coordination. So yeah, that's that game. And Rift Herald is still a useful objective. It's kind of like not as useful as Dragon, but the fact that it can one-shot a tower, essentially, with a little help, it's really useful. That was the first one.
Gamsu! Oh! Why did I put Boston on a 4-0? What did I do? Guys, I thought my fantasy that New York was gonna win. I didn't pick any Boston because I thought they were gonna do really bad. I didn't.
Alright, you there?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright, so
That's
wait, give me one sec.
That's Oops's pen. Yeah, 13.
So for top lane, this game, it's Kai'Sa versus Olaf. So Kai'Sa just loses this lane pretty hard. I think she can outpoke him like levels 1. I've never seen this matchup in my life. I don't even see either of them top lane, let alone against each other. So Olaf just is gonna stomp her after level 6. 'Cause that's just what Olaf does. She can probably outpoke him. Like lane dominance goes to whoever has the better level 1 and level 2. Because after level 3, Olaf can kind of reasonably trade with her. Before level 3, if she pokes him down, then he has to leave lane, and then she gets lane dominance. And then she doesn't lose lane. And if she doesn't do that, then she loses lane. Mid lane is Lux versus Swain. Before level 6, this is literally free. After level 6, it's a little hard because Swain has that irritating ulti. Jungler is Jarvan, doesn't matter. Like, you can 1v1 Jarvan, just dodge his EQ with your jump or something. Jinx Soraka is a little hard to gank, but being that this is Misfortune and she's pretty immobile, and this is Rakan. Oh, okay, Rakan's a little hard, but this bot lane is gankable, and you do have a Jinx. This is a hyper carry. This is not. And then the game. Okay. This is a hyper carry. This is not. This is a support that can keep a hyper carry alive. This is a support. This is a support that cannot. That's it. That's the whole game. If you play around your mid laner and then your bot lane, the game is pretty easy. Wow, she just got fucked. Let's just start top side. This, what is he? Okay, yeah, top side. This is good. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit of a weird gank from Jarvan. I would expect him to go mid because Lux is pushing up. I don't think he gets his gank off on Olaf because he's fucking stupid. Okay, yeah, so she gets lane dominance because Ignite, and she pushed him in early game and then just poked the shit out of him, so that is what it is. But let me see if you saw Jarvan there. Alright, this is your side. Yes, you saw Jarvan top lane. He had tab. If he okay, so if he shows up on this map, right? If you see him run through here, but you don't see him like with your eyes, like you just know that he showed up somewhere, if you hit tab and look at his CS will have been updated. Anytime someone shows on the map, their CS gets updated. So this is useful for jungles, right? So he showed up at some point, right? Let's just say that you don't see him top lane, but you hit tab and you notice that he has 12 CS. That means he showed up at some point. He definitely didn't show up mid lane, because you would know, because this Lux would be fucking like missing pinging the fuck out of mid lane. So let's say he showed top lane, he has 12 CS, he cleared this, you know, his Gromp is up, and you know his Wraith Camp is up. That being said, your Lux is level 3, and Swain is pushing his lane a little bit. Huh? Okay, counter jungle, this is fine. We know where Jarvan is again. We know he has 16 CS, we know he cleared something else, either Skull Crab or Wraith Camp. Wait, you didn't finish it. Do you have smite? Okay, you don't have smite. Whatever. It's fine. Good. Kill him. Easy. Yeah. Yeah, just keep doing that over and over until he hits level 6. And once he hits level 6, just leave him alone.
Yeah, I was on the. I think I remember. I was on the phone with my mom, and like I was like with one hand, so it was a little awkward.
Alright. I mean, the gank ended up working. Like, because this is a Lux, Swain can be standing in this box and he can still die. If he gets hit by a snare, and then he gets hit by a spear, he's dead. Pre-6. Clear this, okay. Okay, Jarvan's bot lane. You have to beeline. You... Are they dead? Yeah, they're very dead actually. Never mind. Now, was this gank foreseeable? Well, for starters, your bot lane is hella pushed up. Yeah, this gank was seeable. Someone pinged it. I can't see who. Yes, I can. Someone pinged it. I don't. Yeah, it was their team. Never mind. Anyway, you saw Jarvan. He like pathed this way or he pathed this way, something like that. But you caught a glimpse of him on this side of the map. He's running this way. He's running this way on the map. There's only one lane he's gonna gank. He's not gonna solo kill Lux with both summoners when he's 2 levels under her or 1 level under her. That's not gonna happen. The only explanation, like, the only thing he can do here is gank them. And it makes sense. If you're Jarvan, and you're playing against a Jinx, and a Soraka, 2 really immobile champions, and you have this fucking guy. You have this guy to give you CC. This gank is so fucking easy. Now add in the fact that they're so pushed up, that they're sitting in this like death circle. If Jarvan just comes around even from the river, and Rakan gets 1 knockup, someone's dying. Right here, honestly, if you're like anticipating this, like if you're watching, right? This gank is so telegraphed. He ran down through here into river. These guys are pushed up. They have a Rakan. These 2 are immobile. If this Jarvan has half a brain, this gank comes through. So if you just run straight bot lane, you can counter gank. You'll get there before him because you're Nidalee. Right, so like within the game, it is a lot of information, but when you get used to like, I don't know, holding all of it in your head, this gank was really, really telegraphed. Because you guys caught vision of him. And your bot lane is too dumb to realize it, but you can like make up for them. Because if you showed up when that Jarvan ganked, you guys would have killed at least 1 person.
Or just have Tracy. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. You go on middle and you just set up on the right side, because then you just hide from Bastion.
You went a little too late.
You just hide on the left side of the wall, exactly.
So once you're in the bush, once you're here, change into human form, because when you change from, you know, cougar form to human form, there's like a, what, 4 second cooldown on your ulti, something like that. So you can't change back into cougar form for another 4 seconds, so you can finish your combo. And, okay. You see how okay, so he definitely doesn't know that this bush is warded. And here's how. Do you see how he's clicking? Like that clicking thing I was talking about? He's clicking at her. He's not trying to cast a spell, he's literally clicking at her. Right? No one clicks like this if they know you're here. If they know you're here, then he's going to be playing up over here. If he knows you're there, Swain's going to stand way over here where it's nice and safe and you can't hit him. Being that he clicked over here, he doesn't have this warded, for a fact. If you're sitting in human form, right here, throw that spear, and then go in for the gank. That's when you should have gone in. You go in like a split second later, but he already casted his Q and then he can just walk away. Also, your Lux is kind of dumb because she was running away when you're right there. How's top lane looking? 0-2. Feels bad. Okay, you're back. That's fine. Let Olaf farm this. Okay. Holy shit, your Straka's fucking dodging everything. Yep, gotta start putting some pressure bot lane as well. Because it is doable. Jarvan just showed top lane Olaf is dead again. Take his blue buff. Good. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Okay, good counter jungle. We see Jarvan. We see Jarvan. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Again, this is telegraphed. You know Jarvan's on this side of the map. He can either gank mid lane or he can gank bot lane, right?
Right.
If you are standing right here, you can path to whatever lane he goes to. And it's going to be obvious which lane he's going to because one of them is gankable, one of them is not. And looks like it was mid lane. Okay, so in this specific scenario, Lux was not savable because she got Kai'Sa ganked as well. But in like 9 out of 10 other games, it's just going to be Swain running here and Jarvan running like this. You can be here to stop this gank. You can be here. Pink is you. You can be here to stop this Jarvan gank because that was telegraphed. You're on top side of the map when he showed bot side, and you can counter gank him. He even ganked bot lane and died. And then Kai'Sa's just destroying people. Okay, you killed Kai'Sa. Okay, Olaf gets a lot of free time here. Alright, he's dead again. That was fucking sad. Nice kill. Okay, can't 1v1 her. Yeah, can't 1v1 Kai'Sa. Oof. Really close. Shove this lane. Good stuff. Wait, you need to go bot lane here. Oof, everything gets surrendered. Okay, so right here, they just got such a huge lead. They get this dragon, and they get bot tower, and they probably are going to get Jinx kill as well. Nope, she managed to live, but they got 2 objectives for free. You have to out-rotate and be there to stop that. Let me go back like 2 minutes. Before like any of this.
But no, that strat, we don't use that strat.
Alright, so you get the mid lane stuff, okay, then you start pathing bot side, okay.
It's just like a counter for the best. It sucks probably when they set up like they were, or like 4 days.
Okay.
And
So here's the first domino that fell that let this happen. So remember that thing about the icons? So here's where it matters. Right there. You can know champions don't move that fast unless they're dashing. Like they can't move that fast on the mini map. Like watch Rakan's icon, right? I'm not even gonna look.
it's not like anyone has secret strats.
He used his E or W, and whichever one he used. This is a 2v1 down here, which means they're trying to go in on your Jinx. So right here, turn around, path bot lane, and save her. Because if you show up, you can kill them both. Your Jinx did a really nice sidestep there, but she still gets tapped, and I think that's why she was so low. Yeah, like if you showed up, they would take a lot of damage. And Rakan dies also because he had no W or E and he just died like that. Or flash. You flash E'd. Sorry, flash Q'd in. Or W. Fuck me. And you are forced to leave that because of Jarvan, but... And then here is what happens. So your mid lane and your support stay mid lane for too long. They stay here, and then eventually they have to go back and recall. While they're doing that, the enemy team is running back in. So this is that staggering backs I was talking about, where she's useless because she's half HP and doesn't chop. She's useless because she's in base. She's useless because she's almost dead. So if you're standing right here, you have nothing to do. You can't contest this. You have no say in what goes on here. Because Swain is here, Jarvan's here, MF is here, Rakan is here. And they all, except for the exception of these two guys, they all are fresh from base. And it doesn't matter what these two guys are because they're full HP. They're literally full HP. They might not have ultis, but they don't need it because they just need to be people. They just need to be bodies. And so 2 objectives get surrendered for free. And there's not a word you can say about it because 1 minute ago, your team made a really dumb call to sit mid lane. And so you can't play for them, but you can spam ping them back. That was close. You need to have shoved mid a while back. Hold on, let me go back. It's because we know that he's taking your red buff also.
Yeah.
You take his? Oh, Olaf takes his. Okay. Okay, Lux is dying. So here's one of those things, right? Lux is a mage. They need mana, and she is out of it. So whatever you do here, you're solo. We also don't have vision of the rest of their team. You back off pretty fast, but you end up getting jumped on and then just killed. Rest in peace. And Olaf finally can 1v1 Kai'Sa. Took him a fucking while, but he got there. Like, you see how their team is grouped up? And you see how your team is, like, separate? Your team is separate all the time? This can't be happening. Because you guys had, like, a mini lead earlier, and now the game is a lot more even, or perfectly even, or something like that. Yeah, like this, you guys need to be grouping up and using your strengths a lot sooner. You got 2 poke champions, and you got a hyper carry. Olaf doesn't matter here. If you 4 just group up and run around like they've been doing, you'll get a lot more than they get. You would get a lot more done than they do. Instead, it just ends up being like a fucking shit show of people just dying solo. That was a good try. 2 of them are really low. You have top tower. What dragon is it? This is Fire Drake now. Okay? So Fire Drake is in 47 seconds. You need to have secured this Drake before it even spawns. And Jarvan is dead. This Drake should go down. Look, okay. Your Jinx is fed. Your Soraka has Ardent. This game should be over. You guys literally just aced them. Here, the correct call. So look at your waves. Your top lane wave is at their tower. You have mid lane priority. There's only 1 guy alive. You have Infernal Drake spawning in 15 seconds. Proper play. All 5 mid. How high? Either get damage on this tower or kill it, depending on how much HP it is. I can't see. 1 person goes top lane. Probably Olaf, because he can kill this tower. Olaf gets this top lane tower. The rest of you go this dragon. Get the dragon. In that order. And like this, like kind of play, this happens like, I don't know, half games, 5 out of 10 games.
Really, don't give him no. He has diarrhea.
Now you guys have to go dragon. Good stuff. Oh, too late. I think you guys are too late because Olaf is retarded. Olaf is retarded. Okay. Yeah, you guys, so a few things happened here. You guys ended up spending too much time on this mid lane tower because of this guy going over here. And since he didn't go top lane, there was no pressure top lane to draw their team there after they spawned, and so you guys don't get dragon. Because Jarvan spawned before this tower even died. He spawned 4 seconds ago. And so when you guys go to dragon, their team was already there, so you have to concede. And the game just got thrown back to them. Did this guy even get fucking Rift Herald? Useless. Alright, so in future scenarios, I guess, prioritize dragon over tier 2 tower, especially when it's Fire Drake. Fire Drake over everything. Because if your Olaf knew what to do, then you guys would have gotten all 3 things, but you ended up getting 1 thing. Not worth it. All you have to do is play around Jinx. That's it. I want to see if you can actually get this. Fucking sad. Meanwhile, your team is just dying. Man, this is like the saddest throw. Okay, so for the past 3 minutes, what has happened is everyone has walked in one by one into Swain, Rakan, Jarvan. That's all that's happened. And it's a 1v3 every time, so they just kill you. And they kill you, and they kill you, and they kill you. Watch, Soraka goes in, Soraka dies. It's just... oof. Okay, Jarvan is bot lane. He does not have teleport. He cannot make this. He cannot make this run faster than you guys can end the fight. Olaf is pathing here, I think. Yeah. You guys should win this fight. You guys don't win the fight. Alright, that's it. That's game. That game goes on for like another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So again. So in both games, dragon control was a really big thing. And also just going for objectives. You need to have more macro sense. Macro sense and like adaptability. Where is the fight? I'm trying to find it. So like right here, you guys killed all of them. Okay, this is really good. This is where you guys should have won the game. And right here, so okay, the correct call is to get this tower, have, what the fuck, Pen? Correct call, get this tower, have Olaf go top lane, and you guys go dragon, right? Because Olaf is retarded, you have to compensate for this, right? Right here, because Olaf is being an idiot, you have to like make up for it, and you have to go to dragon. You have to go to dragon. And secure the Drake. Because it's going to spawn in 10 seconds. Jarvan is up in 5 seconds. You guys have 5 seconds to kill this tower, it's not possible. So, in an ideal world, this Olaf is not retarded, but because he is, we have to like adjust. We have to adjust.
Yeah, get it down.
And because that took like 10 seconds, and Jarvan was up in 3 seconds once we started hitting it. So he's here now. And if he's here, the rest of them are too. So Soraka just gets killed because she's dumb. Because she pathed like an idiot. Swain kills him, Jarvan kills her. And so yeah, so you made the right call to leave. This is on your team for being kind of stupid. It's unavoidable, but
But Dragon should have been done like sooner. Dragon should have been done sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, ideally your Olaf wasn't a complete monkey who went for Rift Herald when he didn't need to. But he was, so we have to take Dragon first and then just give up the tier 2 tower. Because after this death right here, they get this dragon, and this Rift Herald does nothing. It actually, Jarvan kills it before it even hit the tower. So they get that, right? And then this happens. One by one by one by one by one. So look, they killed Lux, so this is one death. They kill you, which is one death. That's two deaths so far. And they kill these two. Make it 4 deaths. You spawn back. You die. 5 deaths. Lux dies again. 6 deaths. Soraka dies. 7 deaths. They got 7 kills in 3 minutes. This was like the game-defining, I don't want to say moment because it was like 3 minutes. This is the game-defining 3 minutes where one by one by one, 7 people died in the span of, what's this? What's this mark? I'm further back. Yeah, in the span of 3 to 3.5 minutes. Maybe less. From 20:30 to like 22. Yeah, 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. 7 kills went to the enemy team. This is where you guys just lost the game. Because of one by one running in. Look, like right here, right? Your Lux is dead, 100%, right? There are 3 people here. And this is a half HP Soraka. Best case scenario, it's 2. My pen is not working. 2 versus 3. This is the best it can get. And then you also have to factor in that this 2 is made up of Nidalee and 1 half-dead Soraka. While this guy's full HP, this guy's full HP, and Swain is full HP. And also he's Swain, so he has a lot of CC. So you going in on the spear is suicide. You don't need to do this. What you need to do is back up with your Soraka and just sit here and wait for your entire team to get here. If you have to give up this tower, so be it. You give up the tower, and then you just sit here. You sit here with your Soraka, so it would be Jinx, it would be Soraka, it would be Nidalee, and you guys hold this tower, and they can't kill you guys. Under your tower, they cannot 3v3. Because right here, it would have been 3v3, they kill 1 tower, and they get out. And you guys don't lose the game. What ends up happening is they get 2 towers and 7 kills. Instead of just 1 tower and 1 kill. And game's over from this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all.
I like the 5 man.